So, Pure EV, the Hyderabad-based electric scooter manufacturer, is facing serious issues with their battery pack. They are contending with dealer trouble as well. Let's talk about this in this episode of Industry Watch. So, PluginIndia covered Pure EV's products extensively in 2020 and early 2021. We really like their management's transparency when it comes to sharing technology information about their scooters, why they chose a certain chemistry over another. Their products were a step above Hero Electric or Ampere in terms of performance and range. We also visited Pure EV's factory in mid-2020, early 21. We were impressed by the local manufacturing of their batteries. Pure EV was the only company manufacturing battery packs along the likes of Hero Electric, Okinawa and Ampere among others. Also, their battery packs offered a very high range of around 100 km per charge with the ePluto 7G or eTrans Neo scooter models. In-house manufacturing of battery packs, in our opinion, was a big plus. Companies making their own battery packs will be able to offer better service regarding any cell issues and also have a cost advantage compared to their competitors. So, we at PluginIndia absolutely recommended their scooters compared to the likes of Hero or Okinawa. One more thing we found very fascinating was that they planned their entire product line without factoring in the government subsidy, as they said it was going to be lifted anyway in a few years, so they wanted to keep their products competitive even without it. This was a very tough call and made their upfront cost much higher, but they said it was their vision to develop everything indigenously and cost would go down as that happened and the production was ramped up. But from mid-2021 and early 22, there have been at least 7 instances of Pure EV scooters catching fire. All of this has happened in a matter of 10 months. This, according to us, is an unacceptable number. There has been no public investigative report shared on any of these fires. Did the management expect to push this under the carpet and forget about it? That cannot happen, as more and more fires are occurring almost every month. One owner of a Pure EV ePluto 7G, Mr. Rahul, said, and he wrote to us recently about his deep concern with the Pure EV battery fires. I am an EV owner and promote EVs over ICE vehicles. Last year, I brought Pure EV's ePluto 7G as my first EV. My personal experience with the vehicle is issueless, but I am concerned over news on multiple Pure battery fires in India. Here is my analysis. And he goes on to present what he thinks is happening. Pure EV has been slow in responding to initial fire incidents. They should have been proactively finding out which battery batch was used, which vehicle VIN, and recalled all batteries of that batch. From my information, 7th batch batteries have issues. The company has started looking into the issues seriously and recalled many vehicles, mostly from the initial batches, to test and complete validations. But the process is disorganized and not having any end-to-end checks to make sure no vehicle owner is left out. We also got a few calls, and that was no standard questionnaire given to the Pure EV callers. When inquiring about the vehicle, the only intent of the call seemed like the caller wanted to tick off the phone number and move on to the next one. So through our various channels, PluginIndia also has received many complaints from dealers and Pure EV customers about range drops after using their battery for 6 to 10 months. Earlier, they used to get 100 plus kilometers and suddenly they are getting down to 30-35 kilometers. So we asked Mr. Rahul if he is getting a 100 kilometer range. This is what he had to say. Yes, we are getting the given range. In fact, we are getting better. The EV is used 90% by a single person. Only on the second mode, we are able to get 110 to 120 kilometers with 2 bars remaining on the battery indicator. We suppose 10 to 15 kilometers are remaining. We charge the battery at home on a 15 amp socket. Early mornings only, once a week. The charging indicator changes to green in 3.5 to 4.25 hours. We switch off the charger and put the battery back in the vehicle after 2 hours. Following this process from the beginning, also we never leave the vehicle in direct sun. Needless to say, there is no point speeding or using third mode. We only use it for overtaking rarely. It's a good EV. Wishing the company somehow sees this difficult phase through and comes out better. My best wishes to Pure EV. Mr. Rahul is getting the claimed range, but there have been some customers who have seen range degradations way earlier than anticipated. Here is another tweet from an owner of an eTrans Neo. The owner of the e-Trans Neo also said the following, and I quote, "Spoke to the service team both times while giving battery to the company. They assure me they will do the needful, but it's all the same. The issue has been going on since January and now it's April. Since the last 2 to 3 months, it's mental torture because my job is to go here and there all day for patient visits. It's too tough to deal with without the bike. I keep it for charge every 35 kilometers 3 times a day." After a few weeks, he says he got a spare battery from the company. "I am using the spare battery. Original battery is with the company only. Since a spare battery is given, I am not having an issue. Let's see further." We have had at least 3 or 4 more cases where the battery starts losing range after riding for 10 months or a year. We have asked the support team on this and they have not given any explanation. The reason for the low range could be this: a batch of cells they imported seems to have defects, and those cells were used in battery packs which were passed on to the customers. So viewers, do any of you own a ePluto 7G or an eTrans Neo, and do you see a dramatic drop in range? Please add a comment in the video and we will get you in touch with the company. If you are already a pure EV owner, then we would highly recommend you to get your battery pack checked regularly for any imbalances or issues. Speak to your dealer and get them to check the battery health using the Batrix Faraday system. Let the battery cool before charging. Follow the guidelines given on their website. The URL is given in the description below. Now, with all these fires in pure EV scooters and these range drops, we at PluginIndia have no confidence in the pure EV battery. We have to see 0 fires from now, May 22 to May 23 for that to happen. There needs to be a dramatic improvement in the cell quality and BMS software in pure EV battery packs. Unfortunately, this is the reality. If you are looking for an electric scooter in 2022, look elsewhere. We won't recommend pure EV scooters until there is dramatic and tangible evidence of improvement in battery quality. We have also conveyed to the pure EV management that we won't create any more content on their products, and you guys had to know about this. We also saw a Mint article where there are huge disputes between dealers and pure EV. URL is given in the description below. Do check it out. Apparently, more than 20 dealers have had to face unfair commercial agreements, misleading claims, and have quit the company. I have put articles in the description. Please read it. All of this is also very concerning. We have asked the pure EV management to come on a PluginIndia podcast and discuss these fire incidents, battery range drop issues, but they are not willing to do so. What should pure EV do? These are our recommendations for what we think that the company should do. First, it should release a detailed investigation of every fire incident to the EV community. We are your biggest supporters and not sharing your reports is very sad. Really. Please work on your BMS quality and cell quality. 6 to 7 fires in 10 months is unacceptable. Please stop manufacturing and selling until you sort this out. The entire industry is taking a huge credibility hit because of the fires from your scooters. Consider using LFP battery packs. Even if range decreases to 80 kilometers, you can provide the portability to your customers with enhanced battery safety. For those who don't know, Pure EV offers service camps in multiple cities. Please continue this and expand upon this and check every customer's battery pack during these service camps. 6. Work on localization and getting FAME 2 certification. Localization will help the company to use better quality local vendors for parts. There you have it, guys. We have visited Pure EV's factory in early 21 and they were primed to take a leadership position in the electric scooter industry. We expected so much from Pure EV, but they have taken multiple steps back over the last year with all these fire cases, range drops and dealership issues. We are not sure how the management let all of this happen. We would love to listen to your thoughts on Pure EV. Are you a Pure EV owner? How is your scooter holding up? Keep us posted. If you had purchased the Pure EV scooter because of our recommendations and are facing issues, please reach out to us. We will see how we can get you in touch with the service or management teams. We will do everything we can to help. If there are any updates from Pure EV management, we will keep you guys updated. If you think this video should be shared to more EV owners, please hit that like button. Thank you all for listening to us, and we'll be back next time with more EV industry news and analysis. Thank you.